Okay, so here we are with game one of the ALDS between the New York Yankees and Los Angeles Angels. Um, at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. I got to get some red dice out of here because it's the Angels, right? I'm hoping that I have this on public share because I was trying to have a live stream. So I played game one. I'm not going to tell you how it ended. That was between the Phillies and the Cubs. No spoilers here. We're going to just play this out as is and see how it goes. I'm trying to use this YouTube app again and see if it will work out better than last time where it froze about halfway through. So, but we're out on the West Coast, night game, and it will be the LA Angels home, night October. So we're going to go from this. Only a 20 would be bad. 1 through 7 is good, and the rest are average. So it's a 17, so it will be average conditions. That's sixes on the singles. And an 11 for lefty home run, ballpark home runs, and an 8 for righty ballpark home runs. So that's what it will be. So again, the Yankees did not make this postseason, so I had to take some liberties here. So be patient with me as far as how this goes. I'm hoping that this is fair to both teams. We will find out how it goes. So the Yankees, let's go through the lineups for both teams. So Angels opening game starter here of this series is John Lackey. For the Yankees, they will have Mike Mussina on the mound. So against Lackey, the Yankees will field this lineup. It'll be Brett Gardner in center. Derek Jeter will be at short. Bobby Abreu in right field. He'll bat third. Then the cleanup hitter will be Alex Rodriguez, third baseman. And then Jason Giambi at first. Ivan Rodriguez. Pudge, he'll be behind the plate, batting sixth. Seventh batter will be Robbie Cano. Then Melky Cabrera in left. And Johnny Damon, DHing, batting ninth. So that will be the Yankees lineup here. For the Angels, it'll be Chone Figgins at third base. He'll be facing the righty Mussina. Figgins third base, and then Ibar at short, Eric Ibar. Mark Teixeira, a future Yankee, playing first here. Vlad Guerrero, DHing. Garrett Anderson in left. Then Torrey Hunter in center. Juan Rivera, believe a former Yankee in this case, in right. Mike Napoli catching, and Howie Kendrick second base. So ready to go again. Average weather conditions, and so let's see how this turns out. Game one of ALDS, Yankees at Angels. This was all simulated in Stratomatic PC as I was doing the cards and dice for Phillies replay. So let's see how this goes. Obviously DH in play here, so many fewer strategic changes as far as pinch hitting and relief. Still relief pitching, but the pinch hitting, double switching, and all that stuff is going to be a little more, little less common here. So Brett Gardner leading off against John Lackey, and that is a 4-6 against the lefty. A 1-4 double chance. So can Gardner get a break here and get a 1-4? It's a 19. There'll be a fly ball to center, and that'll be caught out there by Torrey Hunter for out number one, and we're underway here at Angel Stadium. Big halo. Derek Jeter. 5'8" righty, and Jeter strikes out. One of his famed dive-ins to try and get the call, and didn't work out for him this time. Bobby Abreu, former Philly, now a Yankee, 2 outs, 2-5. He'll draw a walk. He is pretty good at that. And let's see. So they got Mike Napoli behind the plate. He's +1, Lackey 0. So it'll be a 1 to 14 chance if Abreu can get a lead. He will try to get a lead and take a stolen base here off of these guys. 3 through 7 does it, so he does. So a 1 to 14. Let's see, subtract 2, but then add 1 for Napoli. So, and he is able to steal second. And Rodriguez now will continue his at bat with runner in scoring position. Let's see what A-Rod can do. Righty 6-3 ballpark home run. He is a righty 1 to 8. Is it going to go? No, it's going to stay in the park and it'll be caught out there by Garrett Anderson to end the inning. A long loud out there. And that is it for the opening half of the first. Lackey works around the walk. So, pardon me as I get my chat window going here. So I can chat with you lovely people. So it'll be Chone Figgins leading her off here. And here we go. Mike Mussina on the mound. Let's see what happens. 1-6. And a 1-6. 1 to 2 would be a home run. Otherwise, it'll be a fly ball to left. So a long fly ball. Is it going to be enough? Taking it the other way? No. That is caught out there by Melky Cabrera for the out. So that'll bring up Eric Ibar. Batting from the left, 5-8 will bring about a grounder to Giambi, who will lumber over to the bag. 2 outs. Mark Teixeira. And he'll hit a grounder to Cano, and that'll be 1-2-3 for Mussina. And we will go to the second with no score. The Angels kind of get a second chance here against a wild card team. They get an opportunity to take advantage of a team that's not, I mean, they lost to the Red Sox in real life, so this is kind of an opportunity for them to face maybe a better matchup. We'll see. Don't want to jinx it too much for the Angels, but clearly if you go by record, you know, you should, I think it would follow that the Yankees probably are going to be, and that's a strikeout, less formidable than that stacked Red Sox team, but you never know, because the Red Sox, I mean, they finished pretty strong in this league. So strikeout of Giambi, 1 out. Pudge Rodriguez, a righty 4-6, and that's going to be a base hit, the first hit for the Yankees. A 1 will give a double, that's an 11, so that's a single for Pudge. And Pudge, let's see, with Cano up, they have to hold Pudge on. He's going to try to get a lead off of this. Needs a 5 on the red dice. Gets a 6, so no. So Cano with 1 away. 3-4, and that's going to be he's going to ring up an old 4-6-3 double play. That'll be Kendrick over to Ibar, then across to Teixeira, and that will close out the top of the second. By the way, I looked at that 1-6 that came on the stolen base check, or the lead check, and you don't want to see what that was on Cano's card. I think it was Cano, yeah. So, anyway, if you're a Yankees fan, if you're an Angels fan, you can check, but Yankees fans, don't bother. Vlad Guerrero going to lead off here against Mussina. Righty 4-10, and that's a ground ball to third base, and that'll be handled easily by A-Rod. Throws it over for the out. Garrett Anderson. And a ballpark single chance, 1-6. Is it going to sneak by Cano? 1-6, it does sneak by him. So that base hit for Anderson through the right side. And Anderson, don't think he's got a whole lot of steal in him, but and especially at that steal with a lead rating. Let's go with Torrey Hunter straight up here. They're not holding on Hunter either, or Anderson either. Righty 5-6, that's a strikeout for out number 2. So let's see, they're not holding Anderson to 6. So 6, and it's, let's see, Rodriguez -2. Yeah, you're not going with a 1-4. So, yeah, you're not going to try to go with a 1-4. All right, Juan Rivera with 2 outs, just trying to decide whether to try and send Garrett Anderson there. So 2 outs, and it's going to be a 6-8 against a righty, and this is going to be 1-4 double chance. Single 5-20. It's going to be a single. It's going to make it first and third. 2 outs. That'll bring up Mike Napoli, big guy behind the plate. Infield back, looking to get the single out to get out of the inning. Can Messina do it? 5-7 righty. That's a grounder to Cano, 3-4. So not holding Rivera on 3-4. And it's a 20. He'll get to it. This looks like should get out of the inning. And what is Cano, an E4? Yes. So that will be 3-4 makes the play. 4-3 and no score. 2 hits but no runs to show for it. Leave both guys on base, and Messina works out of the potential jam there. All right. Top of the third. Melky Cabrera. Down season for him. Was debating whether to use him or put Damon out there in left, and potentially use, you could use, or you could put Nady out there in left. There's a number of options, but decided to go with the switch hitter, hoping that against Lackey he can catch a break. 5-9. Well, he strikes out there for out number 1. Well, he's not a lefty, he's a switch hitter, but the left bat could bring about some good stuff. Johnny Damon. 4-10 against the lefty. That's catcher X. So catcher is Napoli 3. 3-19 should be a grounder. And E3. And he'll make the play on that for out number 2. So now Brett Gardner. Lefty 5-9. That's another strikeout. So 5-9 comes up twice in that particular half inning. Not helpful off Lackey's card for the Yankees. So Messina will face Kendrick. Kendrick's in the top of the order. Figgins and Ibar. 5-7 righty. Grounder to second. Again, that's Cano, 3-4. That's a 3-19. He gets to it. E4-9. He makes the play. No problem there. Sean Figgins. 5-5 against a switch hitter, and he strikes out. So, out number 2, Eric Ibar, also a switch hitter. 3-5, and another strikeout for Messina, and the old nils on the board so far here through 3. Brings up Derek Jeter. So, Jeter against Lackey. He struck out in the first. See if he can fare a little better here. 2-3, and no, it's going to be a grounder to Teixeira, future teammates, but in this case, not so much. For the Bobby Abreu, 1-6, and he's going to get a potential double there. It's a single at least. 9, that's what it will be. He's been on base twice with 1 out. He's going to hold for now. They're going to hold Abreu. They're not going to hit and run with Alex Rodriguez, though. 2-11, ballpark home run chance for A-Rod. Can he take him deep? That is a 1-8. Could be a 2-0 lead for the Yankees. It is going to stay in the park. And again, I think he had the same, not the same role, but he had a ballpark home run taken away previous at bat too. So now Abreu will try to get a lead. Let's see if he can with 2 outs. 8. I don't think so. No, he needed 7 or down to 3. So 12 -4 +1. So that would be a 1-9. Well, with the big guy up, he will let him swing away here. Never know if he could go yard. Then it's 2-0. You don't want to take the bat out of his hands with a runner on. And it's a 5-7 lefty. Grounder to second. That's going to be Kendrick, 3E8, 3, and a 14. He gets to it. And a 10 means he makes the play to end the inning. Or end the half inning. And so nothing doing there for the Yanks. Low scoring game so far. Plenty of runners, just not enough timely hitting. Okay. Mark Teixeira. Boy, it's tough to see Mark Teixeira and not think Yankees for some reason. But he was an Angel for a while. So Teixeira against Mussina. 6-6 batting from the left. And Mussina gets the better of him. 3 strikeouts in a row for the former Oriole. Vlad Guerrero, former Expo. Of course, the Expo is no longer in existence. And he's going to tap one on the ground over to third, and A-Rod throws over and does the same thing to Guerrero that happened the first time that he was up. So 2 down. Garrett Anderson. That's a 4-5. Against the lefty, grounder to second base, and Cano handles that one and throws over just in time. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, pretty laid back affair here. Not a whole lot of, probably the closest to fireworks here was, well, besides the 2 ballpark shots that weren't for A-Rod, getting first and third for the Angels with 2 outs, and Napoli harmlessly grounding out to second. Okay, Pudge, top of the 5th. Someone's going to break through here eventually. 3-6, and there he will. He'll get a single. So that's the 3rd hit of the game. Pudge, he's got some spunk there. He's going to try and get to second base with a stolen base. He needs a 5. Nope, it'll be a 9, so he can't do that. Well, with Cano up, they're going to hit and run. So because they're holding Rodriguez on, he'll be a B hit and run. 6-6 lefty, and that's going to be at least a single, and it could be a triple, 1-2. That's going to be a single 2-star, but that's going to make it first and third, and the Yankees knocking on the door here to get the opener. So single 2-star. When you do hit and run, you take the pitcher's results as is, unless there's some special conditions. In the case of a single, if a single 1-star becomes a single 2-star, that was a single 2-star anyway. So Melky Cabrera, with runners at the corners, they will play back looking for a double play. They'll concede a run if they can get that. They'll take a strikeout too if they can get it. Melky, 6-8, batting from the left. That's a strikeout, just what the doctor ordered for Lackey. And now Johnny Damon up. A little early to be thinking squeezes. Not that he's a good bunter or anything, but one away. Again, the infield back. They will look to try to turn two, even though Damon is a bit speedy. 3-10, and it's going to load the bases on a walk, so Lackey taking the hard way around here. And they're going to play with the infield in here. They're going to try, Gardner doesn't have a good shot at getting a double play thrown against him, or dialing up a double play. He's pretty speedy, so they're going to play infield in and also try to discourage a potential bunt. So the infield is in, and Gardner, that's a 6-9 against a lefty. That is a ballpark home run. It should be deep enough to score the run either way. 1-11 for a lefty. This could be a grand slam for Gardner, although no, he's weak. Never mind. 6-9. Ballpark home run, but he's weak, so a 1-11 single 2-star would score 2 runs, though. And it is a single for Gardner. He's going to get 2 runs batted in as he knocks in Pudge and Cano. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. Damon will end up at third. And Gardner comes through with a big 1-out, bases loaded single. Now, Jeter at the plate. Again, they'll play the infield back here looking for 2. They want to get out of this inning if they can. Gardner, let's see. Gardner is going to try to get a lead. Can he get a lead here? He can. He's got to go now. So 19 minus 2 is 17. Napoli plus 1. 1-18. Could theoretically try a double steal with Damon. Never done a double steal. Of course, it's really tough to run a double steal when you're playing by yourself, because then, all the decisions are made by you. But anyway, 19 minus 2 is 17 plus 1, 18. 1-18 chance. Potential throwing error. Napoli is a 1-4. And it's a 1. That's going to score Damon on the throwing error. So it doesn't matter, really. No double steal necessary. So in comes Damon, and it's 3-0. The throw gets away at second base from Kendrick. Bad throw there by Napoli, and let's see. All right, so Jeter now has Gardner. They're going to have to play the infield in here with Gardner at third and Jeter at the plate. So things going awry here for the Angels. 1-4. That's a grounder to third base A. With a runner on third and the infield in, that's going to be, they have to hold the runner, and that will be thrown over by Figgins for out number 2. And now Bobby Abreu. Bobby Abreu would theoretically would probably try to pitch around Abreu here, but with A-Rod, it's tough to really do that either. 6-7 lefty. Lackey's 7. And only 3 runs. That is a strikeout to end the inning on the 6-7. So that will be that. But 3 runs across. They leave Gardner stranded at third. But a big inning there for the Yankees, as Brett Gardner comes through with a 1-out single that's plated 2, and then a bad throw on the stolen base. Gardner making things happen. Steal second, and the bad errant throw allowed Damon to come home easily. So that's where it stands here right now, bottom of the 5th. And it'll be Torrey Hunter facing Messina here for the Angels. Righty 4-10. That's a grounder to third, and they've just missed a couple of potential ballpark home run chances there off of Messina's card. Juan Rivera. 2-10. That's a ballpark home run chance, but it's only that 1-8 opportunity. It is out of here. So cuts the lead to Makes sure. Yep, normal power. Cuts the lead. Well, of course, it was off of his card anyway. 3-1. So Napoli at the plate now. They finally touch up Messina. 6-8. That's going to be a double. If it's 1-4, that'll be a single for Napoli. That brings up Howie Kendrick. So with Napoli probably not going anywhere. Let's see. Pudge is -2 though, so you're going to take. I mean, Kendrick has chances for some double plays, but let's just play it out here and see. 6-9 against a righty. That is a double, and it's going to give Napoli a chance to possibly score. But with one out, it's that makes it a little bit antsy to do that. Napoli an 11. And that is a double to center. So that's going to be Gardner a 0 arm. 11. Napoli being held. So that makes him a 10. Yeah, we're not going to really chance that with the possibility of sack flies and whatnot. So Chone Figgins coming up. Second and third, the Yankees will play with the infield back. They'll concede a run in order to get the second out here. Maybe. We'll see if that's the way it works out. 4-6 batting from the left. That's a strikeout. Big strikeout there for Messina. That's out number 2. And now Eric Ibar. Two outs. 2 on. 1-8. And the 1-8 is a single to center. That's going to score a run. On the 1-8, in comes Napoli. Now, Kendrick will take third, and he's got to make a decision. They're going to send him here. So he's 12 speed, 13-14 because there's 2 outs. And Gardner again is 0. They're going to have to throw. Ibar will reach second. 1-14, he scores. 1-14, and it is on the money. Oh, boy, were you going to do blocking the plate? I guess we need to, right? Catcher blocking the plate. So let me refresh my memory. I haven't had too many of these. So that is, I think it's the lowest of the safe range or the highest. Let's see. It's been a long time since I had one of these. Catcher blocking the plate. Where are you? No. Where? Sometimes the organization in this book is kind of tough to. Might be just on plain old runner advancement, eh? I'm gonna find it here eventually. There's the robbing of a home run. Catcher blocking plate. If the safe range is 1-14 and you roll a 14, how about that? That's exactly what it is. You must roll the 20-sided die again and refer to the chart on page 17. Well, that's this chart. And Rodriguez is a 3, so 1-10 he's safe. 11-20 he's out. So will he score? Ibar's going to take second either way. He is safe. Fielder's choice. Ibar reaches second, and the game is tied after all of that. So that brings it right back to square, even 3-3. Messina gives up a 2-out single, which scores 2, and Ibar is going to make it into scoring position on that as they try to cut the run off at the home plate. And it was a really close play. This is probably before a replay could be used for this, so we won't say that. But Teixeira now with 2 outs, runner still in scoring position. They could walk him here. Nah, they're gonna face him. 1-3, and he strikes out. So one column is favorable for Teixeira, but 1-3. If it's 1-4, it's a homer. 1-3 gets him out of the inning, and that is a nice response from the Angels. 3-3 going to the 6th inning. Both pitchers have been cracked. They've been cracked a bit here, but they're still ticking for now. Try to get one more inning out of Lackey probably, and he will face A-Rod. 3-3 here at Angel Stadium. Yankees at Angels. Rodriguez against Lackey. 2-8 single. So A-Rod is going to get on base. He will try and get a lead. Want to move runners as much as they can. Can't move the runner, though. So Jason Giambi. 3-3. That's going to be a double play ball. 3-6-1. Double play, so that erases the runners. And Lackey can see his way out of the 6th now. Pudge Rodriguez. 4-9 righty, and he grounds it to short, and Ibar will throw over to Teixeira for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, but the double play erases that runner. And bottom of the 6th. Messina looking to shake off that previous inning. The Yankees will get a guy warming up. Be Jose Veras. And here comes Vlad Guerrero, who's grounded out to third twice so far. And he will, he's going to punch one through. That's a single. So now it's Garrett Anderson. So Guerrero, doesn't have the numbers to try a steal here. So Garrett Anderson now. 4-9 lefty. That is trouble. 1-15 a double. And it's a 12, so that will be a double, and it'll be Guerrero to third. And that's going to be all for Messina here, I believe. Yes, they're going to go to the pen. So Messina pitches 5, and that's all he can get out of him. The 5th inning roughed him up, and they're going to have to go to their pen. So Jose Veras come in the 6th, and he will face Torrey Hunter. They're going to play with the. They're going to play with. Let's see. They're going to play with the corners in here. They want to try and cut off a run if they can, and also give the option to. If it goes to shortstop or second, just get the out at first. Actually, what they would like to do is to prevent possible singles from getting through the middle infield. So let's see here. Torrey Hunter. Corners in. 3-8. And that is another single. That's going to get through, and that's going to score at least 1. They're going to hold Garrett Anderson at third, and the Angels take the lead at 4-3. Torrey Hunter picks up a nice single on a 3-8 off of Veras. And now Juan Rivera, with runners still at first and third. Now the Yankees will have to play with the infield in here. They really want to cut this off at home if they can. Keep it to a 1-run game. Rivera, 5-6 righty. That's a fly ball to center field B. That's going to be deep enough to score a sack. 8. In comes Anderson, and Rivera gets the job done. Sack fly. Makes it 5-3. So with 1 out, Hunter stays at first. Torrey Hunter now is going to try and get a lead here. Veras not great at holding runners, so possible. He's not going to be able to get a lead. Hunter won't. With a 2, that is Potential balk. Varus's balk rating is 0, so it doesn't make a difference. But he's not going to steal, so Napoli at the plate. Righty 4-4. That's going to be a grounder to short. Could be a double play. Jeter 2, E14. They're holding Hunter, but Napoli righty, so Jeter stays 2, E14, 2 and 7. We're going to say it rolled to 7. That is going to be a G2. They will only get the lead runner. E14 and 9, that's the case. So that'll be a 6-4. Fielder's choice. It's going to bring up Howie Kendrick with Napoli at first. Napoli will try to steal here. Gets a lead. So 16 minus 2 is 14. And it's +1. 1 to 15 chance. And it's in there. He is in there for the steal. So now with the runner in scoring position, Kendrick. 5-3 righty. Grounder back to Varus. Varus a 3-E0. 3 and 12. He'll make the play. Don't even need to roll it because he's an E0. That'll be a 1-3. Ends the inning. 2 more runs, and the Angels have struck back here against the Yankees. The Yankees got that 3-run lead, but all of a sudden, 5 unanswered runs, and it's now looking like the Angels, if they get Lackey through the 7th here, they're going to get some work going in the pen. Get Scott Shields warming up. Closers, Francisco Rodriguez. And Cano at the plate. That will be a tall pop-up that will be caught by Kendrick for out number 1. So that's going to bring up Melky Cabrera. 5-5 from the left side. That's going to be a grounder to shortstop. Ibar 2E33. Got to avoid the air here. 2 and a 6. He will get to it. E33 and a 15. Could be trouble. 33 E15, and it is. That's going to be a 1-base error. So a glimmer of hope here. E6 brings up Johnny Damon with Cabrera at first. Cabrera is going to try to get a lead here off of Lackey and Napoli. But a 4 he doesn't, so it's going to mean Damon just comes up to the plate. And Damon, 6'5", lefty, a 1 to 13 normal. He's got normal power. This would tie at 1 to 13. Can it go? It is out of here. Johnny Damon goes out of the yard, and all of a sudden it's tied up again. Back and forth affair here. 5-5, and Lackey gets touched up in the 7th. 1 out. They're going to let him pitch to 2 more batters, maybe. So Brett Gardner, 4-2 lefty. That's a potential single. This would be the last batter. 1 to 10. And that's a 4. That's going to be it for Lackey. You know what? No, it's not. We're going to have him face Jeter. Shields is good at holding runner, or not very good at holding runners, so they're going to try and keep Gardner from getting any better lead than he can. It's going to be a 10, so he does not get the lead. 15 minus 4 is 11, plus 1 is 12. With 1 out, Gardner, he's going to be a little bit adventurous here. So what did we say? It was 15 to then comes 11 because you subtract 4, but then it's plus 1 for Napoli. 1 to 12, and he's in there, so that backfired. They're going to stick. They have to stick with Lackey now. So Jeter at the plate. 1-8. That's a grounder to the pitcher. They'll look back the runner. That's the 2nd out. So Lackey is not quite tired yet, and Abreu is coming up. They will they will relent. They're going to bring Lackey out. So Lackey has seen enough. So he went 6 2/3, and it's going to be Shields. So Shields facing Bobby Abreu with the go-ahead run at second base. Let's see if Shields can get him out here. 3-11. That's a grounder to first. That will be Teixeira. He underhands it to Shields, and that will be it. But 2 runs. The Yankees answer, and it's going to go to the latter innings here. So 7th inning stretch, and neither starting pitcher is going to get a decision. So let's see. Yankees will return to their bullpen. And it's who they're going to be facing. Figgins, Ibar, Teixeira. They bring in Jabba Chamberlain. So Virus goes 1, 2, 3. So an inning. So Jabba Chamberlain comes out and will face the top of the order. Looking to keep this a tie ball game and give it back to his team for a chance to win. Here is Figgins. 6'4", lefty. Grounder to Jeter, 2E14. That's going to be a single on a 1. Let's see, no additional errors, but that's going to be a single as Jeter just cannot get to that. Figgins on board. And Ibar, they're going to hit and run with Ibar here. It's going to be, because they have to hold Figgins, be an A hit and run guy. .410 off. That's going to be fly ball to center field X. Center fielder's Brett Gardner, 2E4. 2-20. He gets to it and will make the play and no advance. So the hit and run just gets under it a little bit. Mark Teixeira. .35. That's a single. So single to left. Figgins is going to have to, let's see. Figgins at 17. And it's to left. Cabrera -2. So 17. They're holding him 16. 1-14 chance. Let's see. There's going to be a throw. Is there? They're going to let him go to third, and they're going to throw into second. So they're going to give him a 2-base advance and keep the double play in order for Vlad Guerrero. So here comes Vlad. And a potential wild pitch for Chamberlain, 1-8. And it's a 3. It's going to score the run. So that works out poorly for the Yankees. And Angels take a 6-5 lead, and Guerrero will stay up. Tough break there for the Yanks, and Guerrero 2-8. That would have been the double play ball if it wasn't for that. Teixeira will hold, but that would have been a double play ball had it not been for the wild pitch. So tough break for Chamberlain, just gets away from him. So Garrett Anderson with 2 outs and another runner in scoring position. That's Teixeira. So Anderson 2-7. That's a grounder to first, and that will be taken there by Giambi. 1 run. And to the 8th we go at 6-5. Angels are going to bring in Jose Arredondo. Try and bridge the gap here. So Shields went a third of an inning. Arredondo comes in here for the 8th, and he's going to have to face the heavy hitters, A-Rod, Giambi, Pudge. Pudge 2 for 3, A-Rod 1 for 3, Giambi 0 for 3. But all these guys can lay a serious batch of lumber on the ball. Here is A-Rod to start, 2-7. That's a 1-6 double off Arredondo. If it comes up 1-6, it's a 10. That'll be a fly ball to left, and A-Rod has been mostly snake bitten today. The ballpark home run chances he's had have not worked out. Here's Giambi, 1-9, and that will be a strikeout. So 2 hitters, card rolls, 2 outs, and now Pudge Rodriguez. Let me see something. Well, might as well use Pudge. It looks like Arredondo's card's a little better against lefties than righties anyway. So Pudge, a pretty good hitter. 2 outs. 3-10. 1-6 double. Another one of these 1-6. Can they get the benefit of this one? And it's a 17. No way. It's going to be a fly ball to left again. Caught there by Anderson. And the Angels are 3 outs away from taking game 1 at home. And they will get Francisco Rodriguez warming up in the bullpen, trying to save this 1-run lead. Yankees are going to let Chamberlain continue here. Torrey Hunter to lead off here. 1-8 strikes him out. Juan Rivera. And give me a second here. I want to see something. They're going to let Juan Rivera hit here. 6-2 righty, grinder to short. Up with it is Jeter, throws over to first for the out, and Mike Napoli, 2 down. 5-3 righty, ballpark single. That's a 1-6, and it's not going to be able to get through. It'll be caught by Jeter, and let's see something here. Oh, they're going to keep Napoli in the game. They will bring in Reggie Willits is going to come in and play in left. In right. They're going to spell Juan Rivera here. So Willits will come in. Give me a second as I do this. Right field 9th, and he's going to be a 3+1 E3. So, take out Rivera. Rivera's got a better arm, but better range for Willits, and so it'll be Frankie Rodriguez trying to shut this game down. Arredondo goes one inning. And now he's got to face this Yankees lineup that can get hot, and it has been so far. They've got Nady that can come off the bench. Probably will bring him in for Cabrera. So here is Cano first, leading off against Rodriguez. 9th inning, 6-5, your lead for the Angels. Can the Yankees come back? 3-8, that's going to be a grounder to Teixeira, and Teixeira sure-handed and runs it over to first for the out. Cabrera is going to They're going to bring in Nady, a little bit more pop here. So he's going to try and see if he can take Rodriguez deep. 1 away, 9th inning, 6-5 LA lead. 2-10, that's a grounder to the pitcher. That will be Rodriguez throwing over to first. And let me see something here. Oh, that was a ballpark single. Probably would have been an out for the Yankees there if Cabrera had hit. But in any regard, a final chance, Johnny Damon up against K-Rod. Can Damon do it? Can Damon keep the inning going? 1-4. 1-4. He hits this one deep. Is it going to go 1-15? It's gone. Oh, and it's a 19. It's a triple for Damon. He gets all the way around but can't. It doesn't go out of the park, and he just misses the home run on the 19 roll, and it's going to be up to Brett Gardner. Are they going to pinch hit for him with somebody? How about Cody Ransom's card? 43 at bats. Look at that sucker. How do you hit with that one? You put him in as a starter, you're going to win a lot. Oh, boy. What do? We pinch hit with Nady. They don't really have any other outfielders. So they're going to have to stick with Gardner here. I'm not going to use Ransom in that kind of a situation. That's just not right. So 2 outs, Damon at third, Gardner at the plate, and a potential wild pitch, a 1-20. What kind of luck is that? That is justice for the Yankees. Wild pitch. In comes Damon, and it's going to go to the bottom of the 9th here, at least. So Brett Gardner now still at the plate. Nobody on base. 2 outs, 5-7 lefty. Strikes him out. Boy, if he wouldn't have gotten the one, well, the Yankees got one of those earlier. That throwing error hurt them, right? Or no, this is the second one that's hurt the Angels. Okay, well, a blown save for Frankie Rodriguez. Yankees are going to have to go to their bullpen. And it will be Brian Bruni. So, 6-6. What an unlucky roll of the dice for the Angels. So Kendrick leads off against Bruni. 1-9. Strikeout plus an injury. Now, look at that. If they get out of the inning, Kendrick doesn't have that roll. So now, potential injury for Kendrick. Let's see what he's got. 20. And he is under the, he's going to be out for the rest of the playoffs. So Kendrick, they're going to have to go to some reserves there. So he struck out Sean Figgins for 6 from the left side. That's a strikeout. And now Eric Ibar 2-11, and as a pop out to short, we're going to go extras. And they're going to have to figure out their situation there at second base. They can go with Brandon Wood, Rob Quinlan. No, they can't do Rob Quinlan. Bring in Brandon Wood to play shortstop and move Ibar to second. So Rodriguez's day is done, and they're going to have to go to some. They're going to have to go to their They have to go to their starters they plan not to use, like Jared Weaver here. So let's see. We got to sort out this issue. So it'll be Kendrick is gone, and it'll be Brandon Wood. Shortstop in the 10th. He's a 3E10 with a 12. So okay, not too bad. 3E14 at shortstop, and then Ibar is a 3E18 at second base. Okay, so there's our change. Wood, Figgins, Ibar. Okay, so Teixeira will lead off the next inning. Weaver in to face Jeter. So Jared Weaver is going to... Whoops. Wrong one. Jared Weaver is going to try to eat 3 or 4 innings here. K-Rod, a blown save. Almost gave up the home run to Damon, and then just for good measure, he decided to throw one to the backstop. So, okay. Here we are, Jeter against Jared Weaver. Yankees, we got to take a look at their bullpen situation. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to David Robertson. So, Derek Jeter. They still have Mariano Rivera, too, if they need to close down a lead. 1-8, that's going to be a grounder back to Weaver. And Weaver will throw to first, Bobby Abreu. 3-8, strikes him out. And now A-Rod. A-Rod's been a victim of a couple of bad rolls here. He's 1 for 4, but could have been much more. 6'9" righty. That is going to be at least a double. Could be a triple, 1 to a 10, and it will be. A-Rod strolls into third, and now Weaver's got to avoid another wild pitch. Jason Giambi. They will pitch to him. 2 outs. Runner on third. Infield back. 5-11 against a lefty. Ballpark home run. For a lefty, 1-11. It is out of here. And it looks like Mariano Rivera will get up, and warming, the Yankees take the lead. And Jared Weaver nearly gets through the inning and then starts... so Robertson will sit down. And it'll be Pudge up here with 2 outs. The triple to Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez. The homer to Giambi, 3-9. And now possibly another triple to Pudge, 1-5. That'll be a single. And so a 2-run lead here. It is 8-6, and Cano at the plate facing Weaver. 5-12, grounder to first. That's going to be Teixeira, 1E5, 1 and 17. He gets to it. E5 and 11, he'll make the play. So 3-1 ends the inning, but 2 runs in the 10th. Yankees grab the lead, and they're going to call on Mariano Rivera to... Which, that card, good luck, Angels. You had a chance, and Mr. Rodriguez blew it. So it'll be Rivera. Bruni goes 1 inning, and here we go in the bottom of the 10th. They need 2 runs here. Mark Teixeira will lead off. 6-4 from the left side, fly ball to center. That'll be Gardner, 2E4. 16, he gets to it, E4. That's 6, he'll make the play. You don't even need to see the white die. 1 out. I can show it to you, it's right there. Let me double check. E4 and 6. I'm pretty sure that's fine, but let's do the diligence here. All right, Vlad Guerrero. 2-6, fly ball to left field. That'll be caught and 2 outs. Garrett Anderson thought about taking him out, but 3-5. Nobody in scoring position. That will be a fly to right, and that is your ball game. No runs in the bottom of the 10th for the Angels. The Yankees are 8-6 winners here at the Halo. The Angels have a 1-run lead in the 9th, and their closer, Francisco Rodriguez, gives up a run, throws it to the backstop, and that's not the way you move on. Yep, sorry, Statistician. That was not. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say not what I hoped, but because I don't really hope anything. Trying to keep this as non-biased as possible here, but that was an unfortunate result for them. They kind of got hard done, but you can thank Frankie Rodriguez's 20 wild pitch rating for that. Goes the inning. So a win goes to Brian Bruni. Loss goes to Jared Weaver. Save to Mariano Rivera. First. And your hero in this game, well, I would say Damon with a 2 for 3, but you've got Jason Giambi with a 2-run homer in the 10th. So, well, that was bad timing, Alan. I apologize. Yes, it is only game 1, Statistician. So I don't think. Well, the thing is you got to Messina and you had a lead, and it's really tough. It's happened to the Phillies. And it happened in this game, and there's not much you can do about it when it's happening. Just go along for the ride. Kendrick is out for the rest of the playoffs, so that's not good. I have to make an injury replacement, so we will do that. But yep, that's a tough one. And like I said, we already did the Phillies. That was uploaded a couple hours ago. I did that offline, so I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, the Phillies and the Cubs. So check that out if you haven't already. This one, exciting, not necessarily for the right reasons if you're an Angels fan. If you're a Yankees fan, I'm sure you're jumping for joy. Mr. Utah Mike, I can just see you now. All right, I'm going to sign off here. Just a little over an hour for an extra inning game. So thanks a lot. We'll have some more later. I don't know if I'm going to do the next one online or offline and just upload it. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I've got stuff going on, but I like to try to squeeze them in where I can. But also, I like to try to squeeze them in online. We didn't have a lot of chat here, but that's quite all right because just some days some people are around and other days they aren't. But okay, take it easy. Thanks a lot for watching. Yankees go up 1-0 this series. 8-6 is the final at Angel Stadium. Tough loss there for the Halos, but as Statistician said, it's only one game and it's a best of 5, so they've got time. So see you later. Thanks a lot for watching.